Hi everyone, nice to see you again. Thanks for joining me. So this week is starting to get really, really busy. So our target is £32.5 million globally, which is 3% more than last year. And that's 243 customers per shop per day, which is only 8 people more that you've got to serve in your shop. And today you can see I'm coming from the beautiful Lush Southampton, and I've got a friend here in the form of Alan, who is joining us from the SSP team. So he's going to give us a little walk around Lush Southampton to show us what tiny little tweaks we can make to make it even more spectacular. Let me show you around.
Hi! So, as Claire's already said, we're here in Southampton and we're going to take a look around and some hints and tips, maybe some do's and don'ts for over Christmas. So the Southampton shop is looking beautiful. It could always look better, couldn't it? So first of all, there's this huge display here at the front, which is great. We want to hit customers in the face as soon as they come into the shop, and this is a perfect example of that. All of your Snow Fairy goodness all together, but there are a few things that could make it even better. First of all, gifts. We love them piled up high, but we don't love them piled up high directly on the floor. So you can do anything to tackle this, like any extra sundries you've got, maybe even a bit of greaseproof over Christmas, just to get them on the floor and pile them up high. It's great, but yeah, not directly on the floor. Also, I think with this display looking great, could be even more abundant. There's some product that is a little bit low, such as the jellies, maybe some more Snow Fairy soap, maybe some more shower gels. Basically, at this point, if it's in the stockroom, get it out on the shop floor. It's not going to sell in the stockroom, so get it on display. But still, really good example right here. So let's move further into the shop. And then in Southampton, you're immediately hit with the bath display, which is looking beautiful. And the signage is all out, which is looking good. The product's looking really fresh. But again, I think we could go bigger. So such as where Sweet Pudding is here, Silent Night. They could go even bigger. Again, if it's in the stockroom, get it out. If you can go bigger, do go bigger. Also good again to have gifts around, have gifts everywhere at this time of year. Make sure the label's tied, make sure they're looking again, but again, maybe not directly onto the floor. And then if we just move around to skincare, there's some really good examples of testers here. So they've got their body care testers here, which are all looking lovely. You want your testers to look exactly like the product the customer's going to buy, and these products are looking like that. You want to get your hands in, you want to get it on your skin. But then there's also examples of maybe the salted coconut. Not the best. Not the best. You want it full up. You want it full up. Also, really good example of Try Me stickers. You want Try Me stickers on all of your testers. So even if there's not time for a consultation or a customer's coming in and out, they know exactly what the testers are. They know exactly what they can try and what they can't. That's good. Also, really good use of sundries. Not too many here. Pretty good. Then moving down further back of the store, there's this amazing display right back, which is more their gourmand section. So over Christmas, scent story is actually really important. So you've got your gourmand, you can have more of a citrusy one, you can have Snow Fairy, you can have Sleepy. You can really concentrate on what your best sellers are and give the customer everything in that range all at once. So this is gourmand. Around here we've got things like sticky dates, got some yog nog, and then moving around the other side there's super milk, any gifts that go with them, which is really great. It's a beautiful display.
One thing I've noticed is there's a few of these gifts that are lower down, and what seems to happen is they get quite dusty.
Covered in dust.
So I think if there's anything that is lower to the ground, just making sure that it's getting treated really respectfully and getting monitored.
100%. Also, this is a good example of if you are moving things to lower down because maybe they're not selling, this is the time of year maybe to be brave, and things that are selling a little bit lower, maybe they get off the shop floor until the new year, or if they can go in the sale, they go in the sale, and then it's leaving room for more bestsellers. Like this area, for instance, which is a little bit covered in dust, could maybe just be full of Snow Fairy gift, which will sell excellently over Christmas,
no
as
time
always.
for it to get dusty.
No time for it to get dusty, indeed. Then let's just move around to the gift section, which is around here.
Thank you.
So here in Southampton, they're keeping their big mama and daddy gifts down the back by the till, which is fine, but I think, again, we can go bigger. They've got more in the stockroom. Why have it in the stockroom when it can be out here?
However, is there something to be said about keeping them all separate? Like, as in,
What,
like
like big and small?
Well, no, I mean, like, that's not very helpful, is it, for upselling?
No, very true. Like, you want a full range. Like the display that we just showed you with the Scent Story gives you a full broad range, not only of prices, but like products and like styles and stuff like that. So maybe having all of your big gifts together is not the greatest idea. Like, more have like different price points, different patterns, different products there. And also by the till, I think it's also a smart idea to have a few smaller ones. Like they've got Christmas wishes down here, but maybe a few more smaller ones as you approach the till, of that last minute gift that you've forgotten that a customer can grab and take to the till without much thought is always really good. One other thing here as well, like there has been an attempt at a Scent Story here, which is relaxing or sleepy or something like that. But it's not really telling much of the story. So if any of your gift shelves like this are looking a bit lackluster in store, if you haven't got the gifts to fill them, then fill them with product. We can all have like Sleepy Shower Gel here, Sleepy Body Lotion, Twilight. We can have all of the like lavendery kind of scented things all together if you so wish.
And we're seeing more and more in the actual sales that people are shopping like more for all year round things than just seasonal anyway. So I think being able to have that mixture is really helpful.
100%. Shove one in there, and it's like a repeat customer. Hopefully, like if they found something that they can get all year round, they will come back all year round.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. One last thing, I just want to like go through a little bit of like hair care and shower. Follow me. So hair care sometimes over Christmas can be like a little bit neglected because it's one that like traditionally doesn't have many Christmas products going there. We do have a few primers this year, but you will be able to see that it's looking a little low, and abundance is one of our key things. So anytime you can get more out, and I know I've said it a few times already, please do. Because there's some areas in both hair care and shower that are maybe looking a little empty. Like you can see down here, there's just like 2 ginger shampoos out. That's not saying much to a customer. Also, if we pop over to shower.
It's a lovely busy shop this morning.
But some of the jellies are looking a little bit lower. They're in perfect placement, like low down for kids to be playing with, but then there's not that product there really to buy for. Like if you're buying for a big family of kids and there's only 2 Snow Fairy shower jellies out, what are you going to do? That's about it, I think.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thanks, Alan. That's been so insightful for me because I feel like I definitely would have walked in and thought like pretty much everything's looking great. So it's nice to know when managers are walking around their shop and they're thinking what could be even better, to get some ideas from a professional.
Is that? Yeah, abundance, basically.
Lovely.
Go for it.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Pleasure.
And we'll see you all soon. Bye.